Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another airbrushing step by step. Let's take a look at some of the products we're using in today's video. So they're the products we're using in today's video, guys. Really cool piece of artwork. This piece of artwork will go down really nice on a skateboard deck because it's sort of like a slim piece but quite long. I've had to crop it slightly and just chop a little bit of the arm off at the bottom, and the bottom part of the artwork, which was a shame, needed a longer piece of paper. Else it would have just come in too small on the A3. Now, as you can see, I've got a bit of masking tape. That's just to line it out because I say it's a slim piece. I'll just keep this side of the paper nice and clean, and it'll just sharpen them edges up to the side. So we're working with the FW inks today, and we've got 4 colours. We're just going to use 4 colours for this and mix out of them 4 colours. We've got a black, a cool grey, a white and a red. They're the colours we're going to use. Brush, I'm using my custom Infinity. Can't put it down at the minute. Really enjoying it. Get some cracking detail down. It atomises really nice. Comfortable brush to use. Running this at low pressure. So depending on what brush you've got, I'd say for this anything from a 0.2, you'll be absolutely fine. 0.3, absolutely fine. If you're running your brush down, I'd say around 10 psi. Do the mixes and put a little test piece to the side, just so you can check your air pressure. You may want to run it about 15 or 16 psi. You might be comfortable at that. I'm running really low because it's a real thinned out mix. We've got a couple of shields. I've got a couple of the Scott McKay pocket graphics with some like type little shapes on, and I've got my melee one that I always use with my portraits. Pencil eraser, just a standard cheap one. You don't need anything fancy, just a nice cheap one, just to get rid of any excess pencil lines that we don't want. When it comes to the hair textures, I'll be following what's on the reference, but my strands may be slightly different. I might have a darker piece where it don't need to be a darker piece. But as I say, never beat yourself up trying to absolutely mirror match every strand of hair. It's near on impossible. So just do it the best you can, but as long as you follow the shapes and keep the hair going in the shapes that they are to the reference, it will make no difference when the image is all together. It'll look absolutely fine. Other things, cleaning products, I'll be just blasting through with the SOS spray. Really cool. It's like a mild solvent. Just blast through the brush. I've got isopropanol to hand, water, and I've got some 2K thinners and cotton buds in case I want to clean the cup out and give it a little blast through. Kitchen towel chopped up. Cheap again, guys. You don't need anything fancy. Just cut up kitchen towel to clean your cup out. Reference, I'm working from a tablet so I can pinch and pull it. You might be working from a printout, doesn't matter. Whatever you like working from, put it as close as you can to your artwork as you're working. So I've covered all the bits. We will move in and we'll crack on with this portrait. Right guys, we are going to make a start. I'm just testing the brush. I've got the cool grey mix in, and I've thinned it out, just giving it a bubble back. I'm just going to start off with a straight cool grey mix and just start to work in a bit on the forehead. Just drop some paint in, start to tone this back, working just in this piece here, just putting a pass, looking at the reference. Down the side of the nose. On this side of the nose now. following the shapes. Middle of the nose, nostrils. Just going over, just building this cool grey up, because you get quite dark out of that when you build it up. Building a bit around these eyes now. And then the lawnmowers start. Sorry about the noise, guys. It's either pigeons or someone decides to fire their lawnmower up. So you're going to hear this noise now. Great. So just building this up nice and light. And just dropping a bit into where this hair is at the bottom as well. Put a toning on this hair, just go in and just drop a bit on the hair with the grey, just chuck it in there. Bit on this hair coming round. Start coming in on this cheek. Around here. Backing off with your brush to get that light pass down and that broader bit of spray. Around here, just missed a little bit of the face. I'm just going to screen that off. Sorry about the mower. A little bit up here, from the corner of this mouth here, just do a little dust up there, like that, a bit more around the bottom of there. That's in. We're going to go dark on these bits of the nose, but for now this is good. Back on this eye, just do a little darker bit around here. Eyebrows, I'm going to drop this tone in and just do a pass over and just darken that up round there. Same with this one, just drop this tone into where the eyebrows are, because then you're going to go over the top of that with a little bit of paint. So we're not looking too bad. So far. You just sort of map the face out nice there, like that, done. It's about there. Get rid of the unwanted pencil lines that we don't want. So I've got that bit mapped out. Looks kind of freaky like that. Now what I want to do is just go in and just nib out some of these pencil lines, because we are going to go darker on this. But now this is in place, I can just take out the ones that I don't want. Just give them a light. Just knock them off a bit. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah. Right guys, we've got that part of the face. We're just going to start dropping a bit of this tone on the fingers. Same again, just dropping a tone in. Following the shapes. Follow the shapes, all you got to do. Back off if you need to go lighter. Off a bit in here. And go all over that. Tone on that. So that's the tone on that. I'm going to drop a little bit on these bits of hair that are coming across. Get a little bit more of that grey. So just basically mapping it out. In the grey. Drop a bit in there. A bit in there. While we got it in the brush, get it on there. This is going to go a lot darker around here. And the bright highlights will be this very light grey, and then the very, very light highlights I can drop in with a Posca. So just sort of work it up that way. Right, we've got that mapped out. We can now chuck a bit on these rings where they're going to be a little bit of tone. Going to go in and drop it where I think it needs it. Got a bit on the earring under here. See a little bit of that grey in here. And on these links. Off a little bit of grey in. A bit more on the hair, we'll drop some on that. Right. It's got a little bit on here. A bit on this. Basically just putting all this grey in because we're going to go in with there's a lot of black around this. So I'm just going to put this in now because a lot of it's framed in like black. Let's just get that grey in over that. school, we can start just working this in nice and quick. Drop a little bit of this grey in. Just put a pass of it in there, like that. A little bit of paint. Hello, just a nice pass in that colour while we've got it in the brush. We can just work from that. It's like a base layer. Drop a little bit in the corners of these eyes. Just a teeny bit in the corners. Like that. Two. Right, we'll clean the brush out. Get ready for the next colour. Right, we've got a black in, so I'm just going to start to line and shape these eyes out. And just get a line in here. On both of these. Hello. We can just sharpen that. Just over there. Around. Same this side. A little bit on these bits. Need to thin this paint. That's better. Right. little bit around here. Very faint line. There, we've got one here. A little one sort of here. A little bit around there. Tip dry. Right, just drop this little bit on the nose. Little darks just at the bottom. Right, we can start to, just want to start edging in a little bit of get these little bits in here. Same this side. Right, that's that bit in. The pass on the eyes so far. Now we can start, I can work the colours and that into the eyes and start putting the textures into the eyes with the colour. Because the colour's got lights and darks in it, so we can drop that in next on there. Now we've dropped these darks here, you can see that the nose bit needs to go darker on here. We need to go darker in the eyes here, a bit more here, more here, more here. You just work it as you go along. It's only until you start to put real dark in or next to it, then you realise, oh, well, that's a lot lighter than that, and so just keep working it up. We'll drop a few of these. This is just a weird whole line there. I'm just going to put a few more. Lines in on these eyebrows. They're just sort of lines on this image. That's where the hair will start coming in there. Just get a little bit of that in place now, just to see where I'm going. like that. Sharpen that. Oops, like that. Around there. Right, we've got that bit in. Probably just go a little. I need that sharper. Here. Couple of them bits in. Yeah, it's not looking bad. This is going to go darker here. So you just chip away at it. That's all you do. I mean, it's hard sometimes to say to take it in on how I'm painting it to follow it, but if you just chip away at a bit and then just keep working it. If you need a sharp edge, put a sharp edge in. And that's all we're going to do with this. We're just going to keep working it, going back over these, back over the eyes, back over. Chipping away. I'm going to drop the colour in on the eyes next and get these eyes finished off with the colour. Now this colour's like a sort of a pinky purpley colour. Just going to clean this brush out. So we'll just make a colour up, and then if I have to tint over it, I will. That ain't bad. That'll do. I'm going to tint over this as well. Well, that'll do for that one. Get this one in here. We go a little bit speckly on this up here. Just looking right up close at the image, there's like a little texture in there. few little lines coming into the middle. Right. A little bit of wicked purple in here. Just a tint over the top. You can put any eye colour makeup you want on. You've not got to put this one on. You could put green, you could put whatever you want and make it your own. Right, that's the beard of colour. Now what I want to do is get back in with this black and start to get these bits darkened out now. Drop the highlights in there in a minute, we'll pop them in a minute. Right, let's get the Posca. Let's just sort these highlights out. Bit there. Just where you need them. About there. It's the highlights that do it. Boom! Just make it pop. That'll do for the eyes. Right, we're going to call this one part 1 for this episode, guys. I'm going to split this one up into 3 parts. So I'm going to take it nice and slow. We've got no more mower sounds. It's gone quiet. Pigeons are quiet as well. So hopefully in part 2, it'll be like this. And you'll probably get to hear me not have any distractions with mowers and pigeons. But we've got the eyes down. We mapped out sort of in the light cool grey. Just put a tone down all the way around. And then you can see what I mean by once you start putting the darks in and start adding some more of the features in like we do with the eyes, it lightens all this up. When you first put this pass down, it looks like you're going in really dark, but you're not. And this is why I say go in light, because if you were to go in too dark here quick, once you start putting the other bits in, it's probably too dark. So just go really light. Then when we start to work this hair in where these darks come across, you'll then see the tones in the face sort of lighten up, and then you can start adding and just tinting over and just darkening the bits that you want as you go along. So we've dropped the eyes in. Part 2, we're going to finish off the top half, so we'll get all the hair in. We'll get the lips in, all the darks, the earring, all this top section here will get finished in part 2, and then we'll move down to part 3. We'll start dropping in the details in the skull, the hand, we've got the rings to do, a few textures and things around here on the bottom. So hope you've enjoyed it, learned something along the way. We used an extra colour, we used a Wicked Purple, it's version 2 Wicked Purple. I used just a teeny bit of that, just to tint over on the eyes. So it ended up as 5 colours in the end. So we're going to stick with these 5 colours to finish this off in the next parts. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget, if you are new to the channel and you're liking the step-by-steps, drop me your feedback. Really appreciate the feedback. Hit that subscribe. It's not going to cost you anything for the subscription. And press the notification, because then you'll get notified on the next sort of videos that are coming out. Like, shares, it all helps the channel grow. The links for today's videos that have gone up, I've done about 4 or 5 videos that have been back to back. The links will go in there, so if you're wondering where the links are, I'll get all the videos edited first, get them up, and then I'll drop the links in probably tonight or tomorrow, but the links will be in on these videos, so don't worry, just nip back to the video, click on the description, and you'll get the links and the artwork links of the ones that have gone up today. So I will see you in part 2. Cheers, guys.